Yo, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to enable the all new AllChat feature in Battlefield 2042 because it is actually disabled when you jump in game and you may not even notice the update. And then I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on the brand new Shutdown game mode that just released yesterday in the Leviathan Rising update. Before we begin though, as always, if you do enjoy the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, that way you won't miss out on any future videos. And also, it helps me to support the channel. So cheers, guys. As always, we're coming up on 43,000 subs here. You're awesome. So if you log on Battlefield 2042 today, you will get a very, very small update. So small, in fact, you may not even notice it updating if you happen to go AFK when you load up your console or computer. But this update includes the AllChat feature. However, it is actually disabled as default. Now, I don't really agree with it being disabled as default. I think that they should enable it so that people kind of get a heads up that AllChat is enabled, as not everyone out there will be watching a video like this one or will be reading the patch notes. Most players, most casual players will just log on to play the game and not even realize that this feature has been added at all. But regardless, that is the route that DICE have decided to go with this one. So to enable it, you want to go into your options, go to display, go to HUD General, and then scroll down to AllChat and click enable. Now, the update has only been out a couple of hours at the writing of this video, and when I went ahead and enabled this feature, exactly what I thought happened. Nobody replied to me, most likely because most of the players on the enemy team didn't have it enabled yet. I can kind of understand on the one hand why DICE have decided to go this route. After all, you know, players don't want to have AllChat forced on them, but I think that enabling it to give players a heads up and say, hey, look, there's a new feature in the game, and then having those players look to see if they could disable it if they didn't like it would have been the better route to go, right? That's generally how people's thought processes work in game. If there's something in the game, if there's something in the UI that you don't like, usually the first thing you do is go to the options menu and look through there to see if there's an option to disable that particular feature. And if there isn't, maybe then you're going to take to a forum and complain about it. Anyway, that is a minor criticism. Overall, I think it's great that AllChat is in the game, and I'm looking forward to see what fun banter we all have in there. So the Shutdown game mode released, of course, yesterday. I hopped on there and had a few rounds, streamed them in fact, so thank you to those of you who came along and watched the stream as I was playing. And I have to say, this is definitely the best event out of the three that we've had from Seasons 2, 3, and 4. The Season 2 event was pretty lackluster. It was only 8v8 and 16v16, I believe, and it was just a small-style conquest mode, whereas Shutdown actually is way more tactical. Now, this is sort of bittersweet because when you do have good team members and you're picking the right classes, for example, taking Blasco with Claymores, obviously the Spawn Beacon, and then her gadget can be an absolutely fantastic specialist to defend and lock down a point. And if you have people selecting good picks and playing as a team, running after the objectives that are being attacked and spreading out the defenses, this game mode can be really, really rewarding. I will say that smoke grenades are an absolute must for this game mode, so if you haven't hopped on yet, that is a tip for you. Definitely go and take smokes because they can single-handedly allow you to capture or defend the point. However, on the flip side, obviously, if you're somebody like me who generally speaking plays by yourself and you don't have a dedicated team of friends to jump in your squad with you, well, sometimes you're going to end up with very bad teammates who just don't know what they're doing. So I definitely encountered people, and you'll see this later in the video, who were holding the lance, had no intention of planting it whatsoever, and they were just playing Casper and standing in the corner controlling their recon drone. Sometimes I had people going and camping up in towers and holding onto the lance instead of planting it on objective. So, you know, that side of things can get a little bit frustrating, I'm not going to lie, but overall I definitely had fun in the game mode, although from game to game the experience was very, very different. But I can definitely see that if you have a group of 3 friends, or, you know, maybe even just a single friend to hop in that squad with you, it's probably going to be a very interesting tactical and rewarding game mode to play. Now, what does intrigue me though is why aren't DICE making these game modes permanent game modes? In past Battlefield games, whenever DICE had a fully fleshed out game mode that they would introduce, it was a permanent feature. The only new game modes we've seen in Battlefield 2042 so far have been these mid-season events, and most of the game modes haven't been as fleshed out as the one in Leviathan Rising Shutdown. Most of them have just been, you know, a pretty easy fix, like the one that we had in Season 2, where you just get like the 8v8 or the 16v16 conquest. I can understand them not making that a permanent feature, but this one here, you can obviously tell that they've put a certain amount of work into this. This was not easy to do. They had to add some cover to the maps. They had to add an entirely new mechanic with the lance planting and everything that we've never seen in a Battlefield game before. So to not see them actually introduce this game mode as a permanent mode is kind of surprising. I mean, maybe we are going to see it as a permanent mode in the future once this event has ended. But as the old saying goes, a picture says 1,000 words, so I'm going to let some gameplay here, some live gameplay play out from yesterday, and you guys can get some live reactions from me in that sense. So let me know what you think of the new game mode down below. Don't forget to turn on AllChat if that's something you're interested in, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Cheers. Okay, somebody's got the lance. Has anybody got the lance? Nobody's got the lance. This guy has it, but he's got a recon drone. What are you doing, man? You have the lance. Yo, dude, you can't be flying a drone right now. You gotta go plant the lance, bro. Okay, okay. Oh, somebody down here.
Enemy down. Nothing left. Reload.
Shit. Open the door. Woof. Oh!
Give me cover fire. We're alive. Don't back down now. I'm okay.
Oh shit.
Move on my way. We have delivered another lance. Take it.
Lol.
Don't black out on me.
Where is the guy who's camping there somewhere?
Breathe now. The
I don't want to revive him. I want to pick up the lance. How do I get this? There we go. I plant it here. Oh shit. What have I done? This is kind of an awkward keybind holding B to plant, honestly. Okay, come on guys. We've got to get this one. We need to get this one. I'm gonna flank around. Okay, never mind. They were all dead. He's there! He's there! Oh, this is intense. This game mode actually is pretty good. It's growing on me. It's growing on me fast. Guys! Guys! You've just seen me die! You've literally just seen me die on the objective, and I spotted where the guy is. For the love of... Oh! Nice try. Oh, I hit him! Oh, double! Okay. Whoever said SPH launcher, you're onto something.